thank you, next, thank you, next, thank you, next. I'm so very grateful for this year because I don't have an next to be grateful for. Hey. Hello, Internet Allies, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I've actually filmed in my room. Hey, about several weeks, I think. Must be a record. So, we're in December now, so really nearly Christmas. And also nearly the end of 2018, and I think it's gone really quickly. However, I do actually want to talk about a few things. This year's been quite challenging in some ways. I'm going to have like a favourites of 2018 video coming next week, but this week I kind of want to focus a bit more on like maybe some of the things I kind of want to leave behind in 2018. So, here we go! Ba-bam! So the first thing I kind of want to leave behind in 2018 is basically discrimination of any kind. And like, I'm saying this because as somebody on the autistic spectrum, like, I do find it quite hurtful when people do poke fun at or talk down on like autism really, sort of thing, because, you know, they may not fully understand it. You know, and the reason I say this is because, you know, like, I've known quite a lot of people with autism that have done amazing things with their lives. And, you know, it really shouldn't take away, you know, just because I have autism, you know, that doesn't really mean that I have any less potential or I'm any less of a person than somebody who isn't on the spectrum. You know, there's a commonly used phrase to describe people on the spectrum called I am different and not less, and I totally agree with that. Because, yeah, I may, like, see things in a different way. Like, I may struggle with things that other people might not. And I might be good at things that other people might not be as well. So yeah, I like to think that there's, like, amazing potential for, like, any person on the spectrum. And you could say the same thing applies to, you know, like, anybody of any race, religion, gender, sexuality, you know. I mean, yeah, again, like, you know, people shouldn't really talk down on people who are different, really, to be honest. And to be honest, some of the nicest people I've met have been, you know, like, different race, different gender, different religion, different sexuality to myself as well. And also, some of the nicest and most cheerful people, you know, do have, you know, some form of maybe disability as well. Just thinking back, all the way back to end of May this year, like when it was the Britain's Got Talent final. There was two people in the Britain's Got Talent final this year that were on the autistic spectrum. One of them was actually the runner-up. I mean, okay, like, there was two people in the final that also did make fun of themselves and their own sort of, like, disability and also sexuality as well, which I thought was great. Like, I think it's okay for, like, people to kind of make fun of themselves and stuff, but like when it's like making fun of other people for being different, then that's not okay. I always kind of make fun of myself, you know, like, I mean, for last week when I did the where I did the Potter Puppets Pals parody, like, you know, I was kind of saying to my dad and Josh, like, I was just making fun of myself, thinking, oh my god, I'm being so bossy, aren't I, basically. Because, yeah, I can be quite bossy, to be honest, sometimes. And, you know, when me and Josh filmed a video for his channel last week as well, like, you know, we were having a bit of banter then. But, you know, it's kind of, there's kind of differences. I think, like, yeah, I kind of draw a line on, like, you know, making fun of, like, autism and stuff, really. The second thing number two, I'm going to leave behind this year is going back to making fun of myself, I'm quite a self-depreciating person, I'm not going to lie. I'm really incredibly self-depreciating, and I think it gets to the point where I'm annoying myself and other people around me. And to be honest, as self-depreciating as I am, I'd like to think that, you know, I do have a few good, maybe redeemable qualities to myself, I think. And I don't really know why I'm so self-depreciating sometimes. I mean, I don't know whether it's because, you know, that's how I expect people to see me, or whether or not, like, you know, if people were unkind to me, then it would hurt less if, you know, I was self-depreciating. But you know, the thing is, if people are unkind to me, then, you know, it still hurts. So, you know, I'm just like, well, what's the point of, you know, being self-appreciated? I do want to kind of feel better about myself. Like, you know, confidence is something I've always struggled with. And basically, yeah, it would just be nice to, you know, think more positively about myself. So the third and final thing I want to leave behind this year is sort of other people and other circumstances beyond my control kind of having an impact on my self-esteem as well. You know, I feel like this year I've had to put with quite a bit of, like, toxicity. Like, I know that's kind of a bit of a vague word, but I think what I mean by that is basically, I think I was in a situation, like, this year where, like, I didn't really realise how stressed out it was making me until I removed myself from that situation. And, you know, it took quite a while, really, to be honest. And, you know, to be honest, I'm so glad, you know, I've left that behind now. You know, I do, like, notice, like, an increase in my physical health, my mental health, and just my overall well-being, really. And, you know, I just don't want to put myself in any more, like, unhealthy situations, friendships, relationships, etc. You know, I'm really grateful for everything I've had in my life, and, you know, I think moving forward, the only toxic thing allowed in my life is the song by Britney Spears. There we go. So yeah, that's it from me. Please let me know in the comments what things you are going to cut out of your life this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and for more videos from me in 2019, click on subscribe. Okie dokie, I hope you have a wonderful day, guys, and until next time, Team World's blasting off again. Bye bye!